Hey, what's up guys? It's Art Book Addiction here, and we're here with a new artist journey video. So today, we're going to be talking about satisfaction, okay? So, as you can see, I have basically finished this piece right here, and it's taken me about 2 months, and I am like wow, I am so happy with how it turned out. I'm so happy and satisfied with the results, and you know, it's kind of like giving me an opportunity to talk to you guys about, you know, another, like, one of the best aspects about art, which is the satisfaction of completion, right? I've been wrestling with this guy for about 2 months, and you know, it's basically there, right? It's been like, maybe I could do like one more session, but it's there, and I am extremely satisfied. And you know, it was like quite a battle, but here we are, and I learned so much, and like I'm just feeling ecstatic about it, right? So like I said, I want to be talking about satisfaction with you guys, because honestly, it is like, it's the reason, okay? It's the best part of art, okay? Just reaching that end point and gaining that satisfaction and knowing that you made the thing, right? So that's what we'll be talking about today, you guys. But before we start the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my Prince and Patreon if you want to support the channel, and consider becoming a channel member if you want to support the channel as well, right? But with all that said, let's get into it. So, like I was saying earlier, I would consider satisfaction being like the real endpoint to artwork, right? Like, at least for me, I think it's the best part, right? Like, because often, right, when we're creating, at least when I create, I often set something as like a challenge to myself, right? To test my mettle, you know what I mean? To gain a higher perspective as I learn, as I get better, right? And you know, you don't really know until you actually do it. You know what I mean? You don't know if you could go the distance until you do and you make it to the end. And like, you know, to confirm that, to self-validate, okay, through your own, like, you know, rigorous testing, is like honestly one of the most satisfying things you could ever really do in this life, you know? And for the artist to push to something newer, to go farther than you've ever gone before, right? And to like endure for like this long period of time, it's just so, like, it's such a journey, you know? Like this painting was a journey, man, right? Like, I had like so many ups and downs. There are some points where I'm like, damn, dude, you suck ass, dude. What do you even know, dude? Like, how do you even know, like, you could do this? And then, like, you know, sometimes it just comes down to stubbornness, right? Where you're just like, I just gotta trudge through. And I'm like, I don't care what you think, negative thoughts, okay? I don't care. And like even the positive thoughts, it's like, thank you, it's good. You know, my mind is in a positive mindset. But you know what? That's just like the ether, you know? That's all just like it's a cloudy day, it's a sunny day, but like, it doesn't really matter in the face of just pushing forward, okay, with a piece, right? And that's why, you know, to me, finishing is such a huge deal, okay, guys? Like, if you don't finish your work, like, I feel like your sense of satisfaction is not, it's not complete, right? You know, I know, like, some people, like sketch artists, right? They like, I feel like they're making a lot of work, but like it's just such a like quick, like, you know, instant gratification kind of like feel, right? If you can make a piece in a day, it's like you know, like, wow, like that's, it's okay, you know what I mean? But as you, like, if you defer that, okay, in the attempt to make something more significant, you know, and to commit yourself to making something of true value, I think, like, especially after making this piece, that the satisfaction is like, is like tenfold, okay, if not like 1,000-fold, okay? Because like, you know, it's one thing to make a piece that you know you can make, okay? It's a whole nother thing to know that you could to make something that you never knew that you thought you could make, right? And like, maybe like you could believe that you can make it, maybe you have the idea that you can make it, maybe you know you have the skills to make it, but to actually pull it off is just a whole nother experience, okay? It's like wow, like it's putting, it's walking the walk, okay, right? And like knowing that like it's gonna suck, and but you know what, it's gonna change you, okay? And like, I don't know, it's just so great, like the high of it, okay? It's just immense, man. Like I can't really describe to you like how I feel. Like, you know, honestly, like I was feeling kind of grumpy earlier today, but like the more I think about how happy I am with this piece, the more I'm just like, you know what, dude, like hey dude, you feel great, man. Like, fuck it, you know? Like you know, I kind of woke up with like a bad dream, you know, and like I was kind of like grumpy, right? And then like now just talking to you guys about it, like being able to verbalize how I feel about this piece, I just feel like, I'm like, you know what, I feel good, dude. I feel great, okay? I feel awesome, dude, okay? And you know, like I feel like we as artists, you know what I mean, like we're grouchy people, you know what I mean? We're very like, you know, we're closed off, and we're like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying all of us, but like, you know, like just in general, like we're like, you know, because we have the chaos chip in the brain, right? That's like I don't know, like I that's just like a negative, like, you know, which just allows us to feel the art, right? And like, I feel like once you complete a piece, it's just like, hey, or to turn the chip off for however long, you know, maybe it'll last a week, maybe it'll last like a day, right? But like I think every time you look at the piece, you could turn off for like 2 seconds, you know what I mean? And you're just like, there you go, dude, right? And like, and you just feel so good about it, you know what I mean, right? And like, and isn't that what it's all about? You know, like, I feel like when you're a child, when you're a little kid drawing, right? And then you finish a piece and you're like so happy with it, and maybe it's shit, dude. You know, maybe it's like garbage, right? Like in the face of like, you know, people with skill or like, you know what I mean? But you're a little kid, so who gives a shit, right? And you put it on the fridge and you're like, it's done, and you're like, I did that, dude, you know? And it's like you took something that was in your brain, you brought it into the physical, right? And like, you just feel so satisfied. You just feel so like yes, dude, I did it, okay? And it wasn't easy, okay? And like, that's the best, man. And like, the harder the challenge, the better the satisfaction, man. I'm telling you guys, okay? So like, you know, I recommend like to you guys, like, maybe start something ambitious, you know? Start something that you're like, I don't even know if I could do that, okay? And I'm like, or like you have an idea and you're like, damn, dude, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna take up a lot of time, and this is gonna make me go to a whole nother level, okay? Right? And that's like, and I'm telling you guys, if you can endure it, if you can push through, okay? If you can, like, you know, like on the hard days, just like, just wade through the swamp, dude. And like on the good days, feel like, yeah, dude, I'm riding the wave, dude. I'm doing the thing, dude. And it's going good, you know, right? And you go through the ups and the downs, and like, it's almost like it's like a hero's journey, like inside of an artwork, right? If you could do that, right, and you could reach the end, I know that you guys can have the same feeling, okay? Right? And like, and it's so worth it, man. It's so worth it, right? And like, you know, I hope that this piece will, you know, like, eventually sell for a lot, you know, and make a lot of money, but I don't give a fuck, okay? Like that's all external shit, right? But internally, I am just so happy that I made this piece. Okay, I'm not saying like it's the best piece in the world, or like, you know what I mean, like I just, or like that it's like amazing, or like oh, this will be in the halls of, like, you know, forever, or like, you know, compared to my heroes, like like that whatever, that doesn't matter. It's the fact that I accomplished it at all, right? You know, I had the idea of like, okay, what if I took all the things that I learned, okay, and just maxed it out as much as I could, right? And I wanted to do multi-figure, right? And I wanted to do giant size, okay? This painting's huge, okay? This is the biggest painting I've ever made, right? It's the most complex painting I've ever made, right? And it's taken, this is the longest painting I've ever done too, right? And like, it's just a whole new, like, it's whole new territory, okay? But like, and it's like, you know, like, I'm gonna go to the top of that mountain, dude, okay? And then you reach that mountain, dude, and you just, it's just like, wow, dude, wow. And you didn't think, like, you're like, you know, it's one thing to think of something, but it's a whole other thing to just, to be at the top, you know what I mean, right? And like, it just feels so good, okay? And I know, like tomorrow, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep the momentum up. I'm not gonna take a break. I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna start my new piece, right? But knowing that I have this piece in the bag, it just fills me with such joy, okay? And it's like, and self-validation, okay? Because like, you know, sometimes you have the idea, but it's just in your head, you know, and like, that's not good enough. You know what I mean? That's like the stuff in your brain, it's not good enough until it's out, okay? And then you're like, yeah, take that, world, bitch, you know, right? And then I don't know, because it feels like there's so many like forces outside in your own and in your brain that are like you can't do this, you can't do it, fuck you, I'm gonna get in the way. Hold on, I'm gonna block you, dude, right? And you gotta like jump over, like dive down. You gotta like, you know, zip, and you know, you gotta go left and right, dude. And then you're like, you do that for a long time, and it gets tiring, okay? And you're like, oh man, I'm so tired, dude. But then that's another obstacle where you're like, fuck my own tiredness, dude. I gotta keep pushing through, okay? And then you get past that, and you reach the end, and then you're like, there you go. Okay, it's not even like it's like running a marathon and you finished it and you're like, yeah, take that, okay, you know, I did it, you know. And it's just like, and then you can just feel like the joy, the jubilation wash over you, man. And it's so worth it, man. It's so worth it. And like, you know, anybody could say like whatever the fuck they want, you know. They they look at this piece and be like, I don't really like it, you know. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a shit, dude. I did it, dude. I did that thing, dude, that I set out to do, and I accomplished it, dude. And you know, like, most of the time people are gonna enjoy the work because they're gonna be like, wow, dude, like, you know. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, it doesn't require external approval, you know what I mean? Like, even if someone's like, oh, I don't really like that piece, or like they point out little things in that, like it doesn't take away from my own enjoyment, you know what I mean, right? And like, and that's so, you know, that's so cool to feel, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, dude, whatever, you didn't climb this mountain, you know, like, say what you want, like, you know, it's the like amateur, you know, guy on the couch, like, ugh, you know, and then you're like, yeah, dude, whatever, what, can you do that, you know, can you make this? No, okay, so shut up, you know what I mean? And it's like amazing, dude, okay, amazing, all right? And like, and like, one of the things that I'm most excited about after completing this piece is I'm like, the next piece, okay? I'm like, damn, if you can make this, what's the next thing you're gonna make, okay? And then the thing after that, and then the thing after that, dude, okay? And like, you, like, that's so like that's crazy, you know? You're like, I made this now, so I like, what's in the future, man? Like, that I don't even know, but I know, like, it's gonna be crazy, okay? It's gonna be huge, okay? It's gonna be big, right? And you know, like, wow, dude. Like I said to you guys, right? If you haven't ever worked big, right, try it out, man. Try it out. Okay, one thing that I learned about working big is that once you work big, everything else seems smaller once you scale down, right? Like, for example, 18 by 24, right? Standard drawing paper size, right? You see it all the time. I used to think of it as a really big size, right? I was like, damn, dude, that's huge, right? Like, it's like the size of my drawing board. That's so big, right? But then after working on this, I look at 18 by 24, and I'm like, why is it so small, right? Why is that such a small size, right? And it's like, it's kind of messed with my scaling, you know what I mean? And like I look at Pete, like 16 by 20, right? My standard size. I really like that size because I thought it was like a really good like medium size, right? And now I look at it and I'm like, that's kind of tiny, dude. Like, to be honest, that's kind of a tiny painting, you know what I mean? And like, that's so cool that like I had that and like my friend will show me like, oh, dude, here's this painting, dude. And I'm like, hey, what size is that, right? And they're like, oh, this size. And I'm like, wait, what? Really? Like, I thought that looks smaller than I remember, right? And like, it's happened to every size that I see, right? And so like one day I'll make something bigger than this, you know, right? Not anytime soon, because I gotta take a little break from huge sizes, right? But you know, one day I'll make something bigger than this, maybe more complex, right? And then I'll look at something, and then I'll look at you know, 16 by 20, dude, and I'll be like, dude, that is like, that's like this. That's like tiny, dude. That's like an one atom size. You know what I mean, right? So I don't know, man. I'm just so happy to have completed this, man. Like to finish this thing, and you know, like I said, there's some times where I don't know if I could do it. Right, there's some times where I'm like this is gonna be the painting, dude. This is gonna be your thing, dude. Your giant, you know, your big magnum opus, right? It's not a magnum opus, obviously, right? Because I still got more to create, but it's I'm like, and you know, like it's just good to be like, fuck you, doubt, you know, fuck you, my own brain, you know, fuck you, external forces, you know. You think you control what I do, dude? No. Okay, I do. Okay, and I finally feel like I've made a piece that, like, I think about the masters, right? I think about like the people who really inspire me, right? Like Harvey Dunn, Dean Cornwell, Norman Rockwell, Beach Schaefer, you know, Salt Tepper, all that, like that like the golden age American illustrators, right? You know, Hans Sundblom, Gil Elgren, all, you know, I'm just gonna say all these names, like it's unnecessary, right? And I finally feel like I made a piece where if those guys saw it, right? If those guys saw it, they wouldn't even be like, dude, that's really good. They'd be like, hey, you know, that's not bad, dude. Hey, like, hey, dude, hey, kid, you got potential. You know, like that the art gods are smiling upon me, right? And like they're like I said, they don't, like, I don't even need like a hey, good job, dude. I think they'd just be like, you know what, dude? This piece, not bad, dude. Not bad. Hey, kid, maybe you do got the stuff. You know what I mean? Right? And like, and I did that with like my broken hands, man. I did that with my fucked up hands. You know what I mean? I did that with my disability, and it's like, yeah, dude, take that, universe. Okay, go suck a fat dick, dude. Okay, and I'm just like, oh, yes, dude. Okay, and like, dude, my muse is like, I feel like she's so happy with me, you know, and she's like, hey, dude, I didn't even expect you to do this, you know, like, and my muse is just like, you know what, dude, here's a little that dopamine injection, dude. Okay, here you go, boop, straight to the brain, dude. Okay, and my muse is like, hey, like, Like, good job, dude. Okay, like, and you know what, dude? You're a pretty good instrument yourself. Okay, right? And I'm like, thank you, Muse. Thank you. Like, I try my best to do for you, you know, right? And I don't know, man. I want you guys to feel that way. I want you guys to undergo a challenge, you know, and come out the other side stronger and better, you know, and like because you did that, nobody can say shit, you know, and like, so like, even if someone says like, you're like, yeah, whatever, dude, you know, you didn't do this shit, you never went through this battle, you know, and like, I'm telling you guys, it's so worth it, man. It's so worth it to just put a goal for yourself that's farther than you ever thought you could, right? And bigger than you ever thought you could, and harder than you ever thought you could, okay? And to just be like, you know what, dude, and I just gotta go in that direction, dude, and I don't know where it's gonna lead me, but I'm gonna go there, okay, right? And get to the end, guys. Get to the end, okay? Finish, and you'll know you're finished when you have that joy, when you're like, it's like one day you'll just look at the piece and then you'll just be like, it's there, you know, and like, you know, maybe you just need a little bit more, and then like, that's the sign that you see the finish line, right? Once you see the finish line, you're like, you just feel like this joy, dude, okay? And then just get there, get to the end, right? Like, finish strong, okay? And then once you finish, okay, sign your name, okay? I still need to sign this. Sign your name, and then just be like, yeah, done, dude, okay? And I guarantee you guys, you're gonna feel amazing, okay? And no, it doesn't, and all the shit that's going on in the world ain't gonna fucking matter, dude, okay? Because you know with yourself and your canvas and your muse that you did it, okay? And you know what, dude? If you guys do that kind of stuff, right, send it to me, dude. I want to see it, okay? I want to know. I want you. And you know, like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna roast you? No. You're gonna be so satisfied that I would be like, hey, good for you, man. Good for fucking you, dude. Okay, keep it going, okay? And you know what, dude? Afterwards, start the next piece, dude. Keep that momentum up, okay, guys? Right? Yeah, guys. Do a challenge, man. Do something hard, okay? Because in the end, dude, you'll be satisfied, okay? I think we're gonna end the video here, guys. Please, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my Prince and Patreon if you want to support the channel, and consider becoming a channel member if you want to support the channel. All that bullshit. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys, and here is the reward for making it through the video. I know you guys wanted to get a better look at it. Okay, so we're gonna get close, take a good look. I don't know why there's so much like color contrast, you know, but that's just the iPhone. Let me see if I can lower it for you guys, you know. But something that I wanted to do with these pieces is to add little rewards for getting close, right? So from far away you can't see the text, right? But when you get closer, you can see the text on the helmet, right? And that's just, you know, little reward for getting in close. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't really get to the end of my videos, so I wanted to reward the people who do get to the end, and you guys get to see the painting in nice detail, right? You can see that the leaves are very abstract, if anything, right? And you know, it's funny because like a lot of people will tell me like, dude, Sean, this is the most realistic background I've ever seen that you've done, dude, right? And I'm like, really? It's because I don't see it as realistic at all, right? I see it as very abstracted, but hey, you know what? Then I guess it's working as intended. Sorry about my foot noises, right? You get to see all that nice detail, right? Beautiful. There's still stuff to do. But this is gonna be my last session today, so it'll be fun. Let me turn it down a little bit. It's not as bright as the phone is making it out to be, but there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it, dude. Okay, because I certainly did. Wow. All right, thanks again.